What up, legends, and welcome to Top Players You Should Buy on Football Manager 2021. I've picked out for you 7 players you should buy on FM21. You know, that will take your team to that next level. And they are players you might actually not think of even looking for. Well, I think so. I don't normally look for these sort of players, but they are really, really good. You know, leave in the comments also which of these players, you know, you think you will buy, or leave down in the comments players you think I should have put onto this list that you normally buy. And if you could please, before we get into it, take 1 minute out to press that subscribe button. Helps the channel out a lot. And, as many likes as you can, obviously, as well. And click that bell icon right. Let's get into the 7 now then. Right, guys, first up on the list is Marcos Sensi from Feyenoord, 23-year-old Argentinian player. Going to be a brilliant prospect, brilliant defender. Show you his attributes. Just look at that. The guy is literally a natural defender with good mentals, good physicals, a guy that will give his all for your team. I mean, just looking at him, he looks good. As it says on the board there, on the little graph, really good at defending, which it shows, look, tackling 13, passing 14, first touch, everything for being an actual good defender, positioning 15. He is a very, very good player. And you can pick this guy up for £19 million. He's worth, obviously, is there something wrong with me? Oh, there, 8.5. Brain went a bit there. 8.5 million, you can get him for about 19 million. You could probably get him a bit cheaper, but 19 million is about the price I worked out. So that was the first one on the list then. Marcos Senesi. Daniel Malin, 21-year-old Dutch player, Dutch international, obviously doing well in the Euros at the moment. Had a really good game in his last game. So, this guy literally, I mean, he looks special. He does. You know, bags and bags of potential, will become one of the best players in the world if you play him a lot so he can get all of his potential out of him. You know, you get lots of goals with him. I've used him obviously before on saves, and he was literally a brilliant player. He was awesome. And you can actually get this guy for about £50 million, which, because like I said, I've used him before, bag goals for season after season, £50 million is a steal. You might be able to get him a little bit cheaper with some incentives, but I worked out £50 million, and I mean, right, he's worth 11. You're gonna get your money out of this guy. Definitely buy him. Daniel Malen. Nikola Vlasic, 22-year-old Croatian player, international, 11 caps for his country, 3 goals. I mean, this guy, I would say, is really, really good. Only young, a player, that is good already and can only get a lot better, obviously, given game time. Definitely needs to be in a big team, so, to get the best out of him. So snap him up if you can. He can play in naturally a couple of positions on the wing, on the left, attacking midfield, central midfield. You can play in a few positions, so it would help your team out definitely. If you're struggling in one position, you just whack him in there, if needed. You can pick up this guy for £17 million, which actually is an actual steal because, with all that stats he's got in all of that, he's only 22, worth 6.5, £17 million is definitely a steal. That was Nikola Vlasic. Suat Serdar, 23-year-old German international, 3 caps for his country. A very, very good player. Can play in 2 places. Again, look, central midfield and defensive midfield. You know, good mentals. Become actually one to watch and definitely one to buy. You know, he's a very technical player. This guy would definitely, make your team go from a 5 to a 7, if you know what I mean. He is that good, and obviously, once he reaches his potential, can only get better. Aggression he's good at, obviously going to get your cards, but it does mean he is going to get stuck in, definitely try and win you that ball back. Same as bravery. The guy is not shy on making a tackle. You can pick him up for £18 million, which, just by looking at that, with all the work rate, the bravery, the aggression, and all that, definitely a steal. Like I said, he's worth 5.5. Pick him up for £18 million. You have got a player on your hands that is going to be a beast. That was Suat Serdar. Dusan Vlahovic, 20-year-old Serbian, never been capped, but the guy, I am telling you, this is definitely one of the pick of the bunch. This guy is just phenomenal. £6.25 million rated player. Just look at that. If you have never bought this guy before, definitely snap him up. He is a beast of a player. At only 20, and he is this good already. Bags of potential, will grow to become one of the best in your team, or probably the best in the world. A good striker, very fast. Believe me when I say, buy him. He is a definite buy. You can pick him up for £35 million, which, is a decent amount of chump change for you getting a player of this caliber. Definitely buy him. Dusan Vlahovic. Robert Skov, 24-year-old Danish international, 4 caps for his country, 3 goals, worth £10 million. Just look at him. This guy has got all. He has literally got it all. Can play in, naturally, a lot of positions. Anywhere on the left, near enough. Anywhere on the right, near enough. Like I said, he can play in multiple positions. He's a must buy for any team. Literally do all you can to get this guy. He is brilliant. A natural team leader. It become even better through game time. So if you buy him, whack him straight into your team, because he obviously will make your team better. Just look at the stats. I'm saying it, but look, the guy is a total animal of a player. Definitely buy him, and you can pick him up for £9 million. I worked it up as, so that is pretty cheap because of how much. He's worth 10. You get him for 9. That is good buying. Definitely snap him up. That was Robert Skov. Last on today's list then is Maximilian Arnold, 26-year-old German international, played 1 cap for his country, worth £7.75 million. This guy can literally near enough play in every single position on the pitch. Perfect stamina, so you're going to get a player that, is going to near enough last the whole game time. Work rate, brilliant, so obviously he can work hard for the team, get decent ratings nearly every game, and literally give his all. He's got all. He's literally got it all. He's going to give everything for the team. Make sure you buy him. Look at the stats. Can play in anywhere on the left, near enough anywhere on the right, and near enough anywhere in the centre. If you look at his actual graph, it's pushing towards mentals is his biggest thing, technical, so definitely a player that's going to work hard for the team, do decent passes, and like, I mean, he's just got everything. That was Maximilian Arnold, and you can pick him up for £7.75 million. Cheap as chips, as you would say. Definitely, definitely buy him. Right, guys, and if you have enjoyed these today, uh, press that subscribe button. It would help out immensely. Just take out 1 second just to give it a press. It's free. Click that bell notification. Click all, and YouTube can notify you whenever I've got a video out for you to watch. Plus, visit all of my social media links in the description. Plus my Patreon and all that, where everybody should come join in. Have a look at the tiers, what you get. Players in the team and all different stuff with your name. That's good, isn't it? Plus, check out the merch store, and new merch going to be coming soon as well. Guys, hope you've enjoyed it today, and as always, catch you in the next video.